Ready?
I'm ready, yeah.
Let's fucking go.
Let's do this.
Welcome, everyone,
Welcome.
to What's Your Bacon in 7 Questions.
It looks so different.
It does. It doesn't look
So
that
weird.
different.
I'm sorry.
Our camera went down.
It looks so different.
Mike freaks out. We're fine. We're fine. We roll with it. There are no wrong turns in life. There are merely alternate routes. And we are on an alternate route to our show today where we find out what it is that is at the creamy center of the Twinkie of our guest. We find out what is the crux, what is filling the nooks and crannies of the muffin of our guest. We find out what is it that brings the love in the life of our guest. Our guest today, she lives by the quote, everything will be okay in the end. If it's not okay, it's not the end. Coincidentally, the name of her EP is Happy Never Ending. Jersey-born LA and Nashville-based singer-songwriter Leah is hanging out with us. What is up, dude?
You really got like that deep cut. First of all, I have no idea where you got that quote from. I might have even said it myself like to you guys in the past, but I was just looking through like my camera roll from like I have my camera roll on my iPhone goes from like to like 2011, I think, and like the second or third photo is that quote. And so for some reason right now, like my mind just bugged and I was like, how did you just see my camera roll? Because that is my favorite quote.
We have a crack team of investigators.
Right. They're named Jimmy and Mike.
Yes. and they do some pretty decent research prior to your episodes happening.
Yeah, just tap into my iPhone, just like
That's all him. He's the tech guy.
That's what we do here.
My cameras go down.
Funny.
That's what I do.
Great photos, by the way.
Thanks, appreciate it. So I'm happy to be here, though. Thank you so much for having me. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the Consumers of Bacon is my podcast to know the creamy center of your Oreo?
Yes. The double stuff.
That's a question. Am I ready, or are you asking
ready?
each other? Oh, I'm ready.
No, I'm ready.
We're always ready. We are.
We have a script.
We're kind of like the chocolate cookies of the Oreo.
Yeah.
Our centers have been dried up and lost. On this show years ago.
Yeah.
It's been 2 years. So yes, years plural.
Years.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So are you ready, Leah?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. I've been ready.
All right. So we're going to jump right into this. Question number 1. Leah, how many pillows is too many?
I feel like I don't think there's ever too many pillows. I guess like, okay, the max amount of pillows, and I'm not judging anyone because it's like however you live your life, but I couldn't do this, is if you have like 50 squishmallows on your bed, and you have to like move them before you go to sleep, and then you have to wake up and like reorganize them again. I think that's probably too many pillows. But
I like this answer. More pillows than you can sleep on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at a certain point, it becomes like a little uncomfortable to sleep on your pillows if you have like so many and that's all you're sleeping on. But if it's all you're sleeping on, like if you don't have a bed, then there's never too many pillows. But if you have a bed and you're stacking it up to like the ceiling with your squishmallows, little overkill.
Now, I will say for all of those that are listening to the audio version of this that are not on Strangerhood TV watching us, she did in fact look back and count the pillows on her own bed.
And okay, because
and I do love that you have a play bill. I love that you have a play button pillow.
Because we're being so candid on this episode, every time I have an interview, I actually take my pillow pet and put it on the floor it's not in the background.
What's your pillow pet? Now you have
It's a hippopotamus. No, it's all the way over there. It's on the
hippos
floor.
are great.
Hippos are awesome.
It's like from high school. It is very old. It's like one of those things.
I heard you talk in an interview and say that like it was like a spirit animal type thing because it was like aggressive on the outside, but then like loving on the inside.
Was that a hippopotamus? It might have been.
I think it was.
Any animal that has that quality is an animal of mine.
Is like the spirit animal.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Now she's Jersey, so
I'm real interested. I'm real interested in your answer to this one. Question number 2 is, what is the perfect pizza order?
Ooh, my perfect pizza order. There's a difference because I don't eat meat, so I don't I don't put meat on my pizza because I feel like a lot of people would be like pepperoni or bacon or whatever. But I personally love olives and onions are like my toppings of choice. If there's peppers, like peppers and onions, I would get olives added to that.
Okay.
I really like that. And then I just recently become, I guess, a fan of like the pineapple on pizza. I think that's really good. I don't mind it. I think it has a nice like, dynamic on your palate. So yeah.
I have a question as far as like the olive on your pizza. Is it like regular black olives, or are we talking like Kamala olives kind of thing?
No, it's black olives. Black olives on pizza. Like black olives and onions are the perfect combo. And then obviously you got dip it in ranch.
Oh, wow.
Or sriracha. Okay. Or sriracha. Or drizzle it with sriracha.
Okay. Sriracha, I'm all
Yeah. Drizzle it.
We're from New York, so we are coming to you from New York right now. So nice. So this question is always a good one when we get somebody that's from our area that knows good pizza. You know what I mean?
New York, Connecticut, New Jersey. All no good pizza.
But we do always say that if a pizza place can't give you an amazing regular slice, then they ain't worth shit. I don't care what your toppings are.
True. I mean, you can mask it with the toppings, yeah.
Right, exactly.
But it's not going to be as good.
Now, judging by your order, you're a very savory, salty person. You like the savory, salty things.
I don't like sweets. I'm not a big sweet tooth, so like I always go for like savory. Like I mean, pasta. I love like pickles, onions, garlic, olives. Like those are snacks to me. Like I'll like raw garlic or like olives or like. Low key, like even raw onion. Like I
raw
like
garlic's pretty hardcore.
Wow,
like, that's a hardcore snack. Not a lot of people popping garlic
it's
cloves.
The one that's like the like they're like the little cloves that are in the like the spicy sauce, and they have it with other things, and you can just kind of like cook it and eat it.
I love those. Put it on some bread. Oh,
I'm in.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Question number 3. This is a true or false one here. Cereal is a soup.
Someone asked me that in an interview before, and it is not a soup.
Someone's copying our shit.
It is not a soup.
Not a soup.
No, I'm a big soup person too. Like I'm really into soups, and I think certain things qualify as soup. Stew maybe like qualifies into soup, but cereal is like you wouldn't call like oatmeal a soup if you put too much milk in it, which I often accidentally do, Well,
but that's an accident. Cereal is a cream-based broth with a rice or wheat-based noodle.
That's not a noodle. A cereal's not a noodle. That's like putting candy in a bowl and putting like
it could be a crouton.
Okay.
Crouton?
Crouton's not soup.
Yeah, but you put it in soup.
But like you can put a dollop of sour cream on soup.
That's true. Tortilla soup's pretty amazing.
I mean, we don't lean either way.
Yeah, I can be talked.
We could be easily swayed either way.
I can be talked into anything.
Like, are we fighting about this right now? You want to go?
We are not.
No.
But I will give you the like. I'll be the against. I'll be the against if we need to. We just like you to prove your point. We just like you. We don't want any half-ass answers here on Bacon Is My Podcast.
Oh yeah, you won't get that.
Okay. Question number 4: gift cards. Lame gift idea or great gift idea?
I feel like I have a personal response to this because, like, obviously anything you get. I guess, are you giving it? My mind was like, what am I getting? Which is like very Leo of me.
I think that's an important distinction. Right.
I was thinking about like receiving, and then I was going to preface it with like, I'm very grateful for anything that anyone's ever given me because you don't have to ever do anything. Like it's a very nice gesture.
That's precious, but it's also bullshit. What do you really mean?
Regardless. No, I just got to preface it with that. I mean, there have been times in my life where I feel like people, I'm not going to say who, but like have given me a gift card and I felt like it was the easy way out. It's like, I know I don't know her and I don't want to take the time to know her. So I'm going to give her a gift card. But I can't complain because it's like, okay, I can just get whatever I want. Right. And it's like, I guess growing up, I was complicated and no one ever knew my style or what I was into. So they made it the easy way out was just to like give me a gift card. But I have complained, not complained, because whoever fucking complains ever about anyone giving you something is like psycho.
You've had opinions.
Yeah, it just made me think. It's like,
right? Yeah,
if you
of course.
took time to get to know me and knew that I wanted like this XYZ, then I think that might be more like sentimental to me than trying to win me over with just money. No matter how much I needed it, you know.
Or like a gift card to a place that they know you're into.
Yeah. You see, but I'm like basing it off of just like, here's an Amex gift card, like go wild, which is never a bad thing. As I get older, I'm also talking about like my high school and like my childhood experiences, because as an adult who doesn't have a lot of money, like I would literally swoon over a gift card any time of the day. But I think as a kid, when I wanted toys and I got a gift card, I was like, Mom, why didn't they give me what I wanted? Like, you know, but it's stupid. It's stupid.
No, I agree. We've talked about it before. We've been like,
especially musicians.
As
too.
Musicians, we're also musicians. We're also songwriters. We're in bands. So it's like, I don't want someone. I would much rather get a Reverb or Sweetwater gift card than somebody show up with like, hey, I got you a guitar strap. I can't wait to see you wear it on stage. It's a caution tape, and I'm like, I don't want a caution tape guitar strap.
Fair. Like, see, that's
right?
like your own. That's like a very specific experience, though.
And
in
I'm
your
just
life,
saying,
so.
I'm just saying. I bet you a lot of listeners out there that play guitar, someone's bought them that goddamn caution tape guitar strap.
Yeah, that sounds kind of cool, though. It sounds kind of dangerous.
It's
you know,
not.
like a little
It's
horror
not. It's not. It doesn't look dangerous. It doesn't look dangerous.
It doesn't look cautious.
It doesn't look like this tape is protecting you from anything. It doesn't.
It's protecting you from getting your face melted. No.
Yeah, but the best part about it is when you start using that strap and then the person who gave it to you was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you used that like on stage. That's so cool. Like that's
true.
cute.
That is
I
true.
felt that way before. I've given away guitar straps and I'm like, oh my God, you still use that? Like
maybe like a Metal Zone pedal. Right? An LA Metal pedal. When Mom gets you that because she's like, I know you like guitar pedals. I got you one. And you're like,
I have a Slam Punk one in there.
Cool.
Still.
I'm never going to use this. And I can't sell it for anything because no one wants it. But yes, okay. We digress. Let's move on. Question number 5. What number is Mike thinking of?
5. Oh, damn it. You just said 5. Aw, were you? I'm putting my lights on.
Oh. Question number 6. What is your go-to jukebox pick?
Like if I'm at a bar and I see a jukebox and there's music in it.
Yeah. Or even one of those like touch tone ones in the back of the bar.
You're on tour
at
at a Waffle House, and there's one. whatever it is.
I'm trying to think because I did just recently, like there have been like a couple times where I've gone to it, but I'm a big like, so I love like, I don't know, I love like playing the music that I like, but I'm a big like proponent of when I'm at a place and I look at the crowd and I know this crowd will like this pick, I will play that. So it just depends on where I am. Because if I like go up to the jukebox, I look around and I'm like, what? I just stereotype the entire bar and I'm like, what will they want to listen to right now? And I'll try to pick something. So if a jukebox has some like modern like 2000s to 2010 music, like I don't know, like Black Eyed Peas one time, if I saw that in there, I'd be like, oh yeah, like people would love this right now. That would probably be what I pick. But if it's like classic rock, there's a bunch of like old dudes there and I want to vibe out with them on some Zeppelin, like I will play that as well.
Right, okay.
Yeah. I'm
Motorhead.
Like, yeah. I feel like you're one of the people we classify
she's the
jukebox
opposite
pickers.
of you.
Yeah. As the people that go into a room and check out the vibe and go, okay, this will keep this vibe going. Or me, I just go, how do I scare this crowd?
Right.
All right.
She's a jukebox hero. You are like
I'm just that asshole.
It's that guy.
I've done that before, don't get me wrong, but...
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's a time to place, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always my time in my place, but other people do it tastefully.
I'll do that in a new place to find a friend. If I'm by myself, I put on something that's very specific, and I wait to see the person that's like, oh, yeah, and looking around, and I'm like, me and you, we're drinking right now. This is what's happening.
I have made friends that way as well.
Yeah.
So that's actually a really good point. Yeah.
All right. Well, here we are. we're already there.
Yeah, we've already made it to question number 7. Question number 7's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal. Here's why. Because depending on how you answer it, you may be eligible for a bonus question. I know, right? I know. So, I just want you to really, we've had some fun up until now, but I want you to really think about this one. I want you to really like search your soul for it, right? But
this
also
cuts to the core.
Also, don't hesitate and just give us your first response. You also do that. So I want to know, Leah, how do you feel about garden gnomes?
I feel like they're kind of cool. What TV show was there like? For some reason, the first thing that came into my head was like two things. A TV show that like fixated on like having different ones, and I can't remember why. I feel like I'm thinking of Jimmy Neutron right now, and I don't know if that's the answer, but there's that. And then there's like The Sims, and if you're playing on The Sims, you can like get garden gnomes, and then if you have like the cheats, you can make them as big as you want.
I forgot about that. That's right.
You can make them as big as you want. And honestly, I feel like some of the Sims cheats have like the like ones where they're showing their butts and you could just like throw them in your yard, you know? So I feel good about them. I think a garden gnome can like distinguish. Well, I feel like a garden gnome can be anything. It doesn't have to be like a gnome. Right?
Oh, no. You could have like horror. We've seen like horror characters.
Yeah, I've seen Gremlins.
Gremlins
as garden gnomes.
Do they all wear the same hats, you think?
No,
I think a lot of times
I think they should.
I think a lot of times they don't, but they could.
Yeah,
they could. I would love to see Jason in a gnome hat.
There's the South Park underpants gnomes. I find them to be fascinating.
Yeah, see that's cool. I like them. I've never had one in real life. I've never owned a yard. But if I ever did one day, I would put a garden gnome in it.
Okay,
hell yeah.
I like that answer.
I do too.
And therefore, you by default
Shazam
get the bonus question. And Leah, we're not. Listen, we're sensitive to the people who don't eat meat. And,
yes,
whatever.
Yeah, you don't have to. Like, it's all good.
If you
no, seriously,
Like,
seriously,
and we have. I would say at this point we probably have more people that are like vegan, vegetarian than we do have that are like bacon eaters.
Right. Some people are just meat curious. Right. Some people.
But we still have to ask this question.
Yeah. And there are many types of bacon. You can take it any way you want.
There's soy bacon.
Yes.
There's all sorts of
fakin.
Yeah. But this is a multiple choice.
Yes.
Bacon. Is it a topping? Is it a side? Is it a main course?
It's do I get to have a story behind it, or do I just get to pick an answer?
It is your choice.
No. Hey, do we look like people who have rules? No, we don't.
All options are open.
You know what? I think. Well, I'm going to answer it with what I would think the answer would be. I think it's a side. Mm-hmm. But I also think you could do a lot with sides. You could put them as a topping. You could also just eat a side. Like for my dinner tonight, I just had crispy potatoes, and it was a side at my job. So, that's...
Well, but then it wasn't a side. Then it was an entree.
It was my meal, but they sell it as a side.
Well,
but it's not like a side.
But to you, it's a main course.
They sell it like.
Right?
Sure. But if you say a side, it could be a lot. It could be anything. If it's a side, you can have it with food, or you can eat it alone, or you can put it with something. That doesn't answer the question, does it? I feel like that's what sides are.
See, I feel like a side no longer becomes a side if it's the only thing you eat.
Well, no, but it's if it's a side, you can do so much with it. Like if you're like, I'll order a side of bacon, or if you buy something, you can get a side of it and decide what you do with it. You're in full control.
But if I get a side of bacon and I get a sandwich and I put that bacon on top of my sandwich, it is now a topping. It is no longer a side.
But how would you answer that question then?
Well, I'm just giving you options. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know that don't let the man tell you what's a side.
I feel like I'm trying to Because like, okay, I'm very sorry to say this. I feel like it's a little problematic, but I've never liked bacon even before I like didn't eat meat. So it always hurt my stomach.
okay.
I never really ate it. So bacon's like never been an option in my life. I just like, to me, honestly, it's a meme. Like I see it in photos and
It's
like
a meme.
bacon's a meme.
I like that too.
So, and I enjoy it for what it is, but it's just, I won't be consuming it. But I don't know. I'm like, what if it was cheese? I'm like, would I make that a topping, a side,
right.
or? But yeah, but I feel like you shouldn't limit yourself. I don't think there's really an option. If that's an option, it's probably not.
So D, all the above would kind of, right?
Why do you have to limit it though? Are you trying to ask like what's better?
No.
We're asking what it is.
We're just
so
saying what
let's.
So if your
throw
answer
cheese
is
in there.
if your answer is it could be anything, then that would be an answer. Then it's all of the above and more. If your answer
True.
is like it's nothing, then it's nothing. If it's just this, it's just this.
Do people come on though a lot and then like they feel like very solidified in their response with this question?
Not usually, no.
Yeah.
Well,
We're
actually,
pretty easygoing.
Yeah.
There was one that was like, no.
right. Yeah,
and
was
he
maybe
brought up
one
some
that was
great,
solid.
great points, but also fuck him.
Well, I hope my points were valid enough.
But you still haven't answered. Like you said.
I
you
thought
said
I did. I said
you
it was
said
a
side.
side.
It is
Okay,
incorrect.
all right,
It is
so-
incorrect, but I do like your
I was
broader.
supposed to guess the right answer?
Yeah, that's what this is.
I thought it was like what did I feel was the best answer.
No, this isn't philosophy.
This isn't about you. The answer we were looking for is D, all of the above.
You're
think outside the
overall
box.
thought
You
of
were
it.
there.
But I
You were
was
there.
right
We were
there.
trying
You
to.
were
Yeah, we were
there.
trying to like pull it out of you, but
Right?
you were just like.
We were like,
Right,
do you mean D, all of the above? And you were like, no, I don't think I do.
But I don't think I was given an option for D. I don't think that all the above was an option.
You gotta think outside the box.
Outside the box.
Gotta think outside the
That's
box,
what
girl.
we do here.
That's all I do. So okay.
Exactly. I mean, how many different genres have you recorded songs in? You think outside the box. For those of you that are just listening to the audio
That was a
version
middle
of the
finger.
podcast, that was a middle finger.
That was the
could've been
first one.
An insult or a compliment. I took
That
it
was
as
a compliment. That was a compliment that I still got a middle finger to. And I will say it only took me 24 minutes to get a middle finger.
Amazing.
That has to be some kind of record.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
So, Leah, before we head into the main podcast that will come out on Monday.
Yes, we have one final question.
No.
for you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we
Go
have
ahead.
one
Yeah,
final
this
question
is-
for you. We're going to ask it to you twice. We're going to ask it to you now. We're going to ask it to you at the end of the main episode as well. We like to think of bacon as, because it can be a topping, a side, or a main course, we like to think of it as that extra thing in your life, metaphorically, that makes you happy. What is that extra thing for you? You concentrate and you focus on your jobs and your dreams and your goals. But then there's always those other things. Some people
do you
love
shut
to
yourself
cook.
off?
Some people love to cook. Some people love to go for walks. Some people love video games. Some people love
Comic
art,
books.
comic books, anything. And we like to think of those things as metaphorically your bacon, your side. Those are those things that you put on your life that makes it a little bit better. So I will ask you right now, before we get into a full conversation, maybe that answer changes. But right now, Leo, what's your bacon?
I love that. That was beautiful. Thank you. I mean, I think it's hard for it to not be music, because I feel like that's always in any other form of questions, like music
Right.
is that outlet and that's the answer of your hobbies and your life
course.
passions
Yeah.
and whatever. But I guess if like I had to pick something else, I think I do have like this obsession and crazy like, I don't know, thing for video games, like you were saying, like Nintendo.
Right.
I don't like play as much. I mean, I play it a lot. Like I'm very invested in it, but just kind of like the history of just like gaming and like like
cool.
Nintendo and stuff like that, I kind of fixate on a lot. So I find myself like watching like the craziest documentary I've seen, which I think will kind of maybe prove my obsession, is like this one. I wish I could shout him out right now. I don't know it off the top of my head, but there was this like cartridge for the Nintendo DS of a McDonald's training, and this guy spent like months, I think years, looking for the cartridge and getting his hands on an original copy of like a McDonald's training game for previous McDonald's employees that were like being hired on, and it was made for the DS. And that was like one of the best documentaries I've ever seen. It's so corny. Cool. It's so like out there and niche.
Like, no. I want to watch it. I want to watch it.
At some point, you need to get us this information because
I will absolutely send it to you for sure. Yes, I have it in my. I think I favorited it too. I really feel bad that I can't shout out the creator right now because that's super important. But no, that was like just like niche stuff like that. It's like I'll play through a game or I'll never get my hands on that training video. I don't have to. I can watch a YouTube video about it. But like I'll play a game and then I'll like obsess over like the ending and like for months at a time I'll just like watch YouTube videos on it. So I just like love watching gaming on YouTube and like getting in, but it's all like mainly Nintendo oriented.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
That's very cool.
All right, then we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we can jump into a lot. I love the documentary High Score, which is on
that's a good one.
Which is on Netflix.
I haven't. Really someone told me to watch that, and it's on my list, but I have not watched it yet.
Cool.
I forgot.
It's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely check it out. It's very cool.
I got it.
So, and then there's that documentary about like the dude that was like the #1 score on Donkey Kong back in the day. There's like a whole documentary on that too,
so cool.
Which was very arcade based. But yeah, so yeah, lots of fun stuff. So yes, good to find a bacon. We'll talk about all that stuff and more. But before that, please let our listeners know where they can listen to you, where they can find you, where they can do all your socials, all that kind of stuff, and check out your music.
Yeah, hopefully it's pretty easy. But like I said, my name's Leah. It's spelled with spaces, so L space E space A, and then also known as LOL It's Leah. So if you go on social media, you can just type LOL It's Leah out. Or on Google, you will find me somewhere.
Awesome. Check out the EP, Happy Never Ending. It's really, really, really good. So check that out, but also check out all the other music. Like I said before, there's a lot of different genres and stuff, and I meant that as a compliment. And I have a question that I prepared about it that we will get into in the episode. So if you want to know about that, join us on the episode in just a couple days.
Yes.
Until then, remember to ask yourself every single day.
Super important.
That #1 question.
What's your bacon? And there will be a test.
What's your bacon?